Welcome to the Daily Fox Fuel, where we train kingdom-minded creatives, leaders, and builders to become highly skilled craftsmen. Each episode is your spark of strategy, scripture, and straight-up truth to help you walk out your calling with excellence. Now let's get to work. Yo, what's up, Foxes? We are hopping right in today because it started off strong. I'm feeling today's fuel, and I can't wait to pass it on to you. So, listen. This is a great topic we all love to hear and really learn about, but it's going to be a little bit of a challenge today because I know that everybody hopes to hit their goals. I have the pleasure of sitting with a lot of clients and with friends and different people just telling me about their goals, and I love talking about goals and where we're headed and where we're going and hearing how they have it. But what is so interesting to me is the pattern in which you hear people talk about their goals, and yet year over year, they're no closer to them. Instead, they're just still the same person they were in the same situation that they were in a year ago, 2 years ago, 5 years ago. So I want to drill home that hope is not a strategy. And I think that we can all see that and know that in certain areas of our lives where we hoped for something and it did not come to be, right? Hope is not a strategy, but habits are. Goals are not reached by just wishing them into existence, thinking that they're cool, writing them down on a vision board and hoping that they come to be. That's not how it works. Goals are built on the back of habits. And if we don't have the right habits in place, which takes us removing excuses out of the strategy, then we won't hit our goals. I think of some friends who were like, oh man, like I just, I want to get back in the gym. I really want to be working out. I really should be working out. Hey, listen, I get it. Everybody has things going on. Everybody's got busyness. You don't have to talk to me about being busy. Like there's so much ease in comparison to say, well, he's got an easy, he doesn't have kids, or like he owns his own business. Oh, okay. That's ignorance in its own way, but sure. Do situations look differently? For sure, absolutely. But the funny thing is a lot of the people who hit their goals honestly are facing a lot of the same things that you do. We all have the same amount of time on this planet every day. 24 hours. No one gets more, no one gets less. The difference is how each of us prioritize our time. But more than just down to the minutes, it all has to start with the momentum we're wanting to build. You have to start with the strategy. You have to start from the top. What is the vision? What is the goals? You break it down into bite-sized pieces, and then you move forward. Because again, goals aren't reached by wishing. They're built on the back of habits. Jeff Olson, one of my favorite, honestly, leaders in the world. He's written some brilliant books. One of my favorite books he's written that I try to reread every year is The Slight Edge. It's the most simple concept, but it's all about the compounding effect. And he has this amazing quote that I love that I've written down and I refer back to a lot. And he says, success is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. The progressive realization of a worthy ideal is how he defines success. And I think that's beautiful, and I think it's brilliant because it's a journey, it's a lifelong process. And for us as kingdom builders, as leaders, people, whether you're a business owner, whether you're leading teams, maybe you work in a church, maybe you work in a nonprofit, whatever you do every day going into work, how are you having a progressive realization of the worthy ideal that you're reaching towards? Because God has put dreams in your heart. He's put things in your heart and in your mind that he's wanting you to work for, wanting you to achieve, but wishing them into existence is not going to bring them. Small wins compound over time. You have to choose discipline over comfort. That's just the fact. It sucks. I get it. There is no easy way out. There is no quick turn. Let me pass go and collect $200. Sure, there's like the lottery, but again, like 1 in a billion, what are the odds here? I think about some products that we're even building right now that are going to change some landscapes. And it didn't come to be out of just this stroke of luck that was like, oh, one night we just had this idea and built it. It's over a decade of time working into the space that we're in, having the discipline, saying yes to the little things and the late nights and the early mornings and the frustrating moments, dealing with to be frank, dealing with the clients we don't want to deal with, just so that we can get to this point of understanding that discipline over comfort is what brings us to the place of fulfilling what God has asked us to fulfill. Small wins compound over time. And I promise you that if you choose that discipline over that comfort today, it will multiply over weeks and months until it transforms your life. I think about my own personal health journey. Going to the gym every day, waking up at 4:15 every day sucks. It sucks. I don't like it. But what I like is the effect. I like the results. So I'm willing to sacrifice the time, the effort, the energy, the frustrating moments waking up for the end goal of being fit, being healthy, having a longer term, healthier life for me and my family. That's worth it to me. So let's just take it even to the word. I think of Galatians 6:9. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. We've all heard this verse a million times, but focus on the growing weary. Don't grow weary in doing good. Rest while you run. That's a whole nother fuel, but understand that you got to choose the discipline over the comfort. It's the way that Jesus lived, and I believe that's how he's calling us to live. So I want you to focus on one habit that you can lock in today that your future self will thank you for. What's one thing that you'll look back and say, hey, for me, like, thanks, Past Michael. I'm glad that you did that because here we are today. What's that one habit? Lock it in and move forward. Hey crew, before you jet, make sure you share this episode with a friend and leave us a rating. Thanks for tuning in today. And remember, stay foxy.